The Book of Boba Fett is less than 3 months away, and it's almost time for a trailer to drop, or at the very least a sneak preview. No doubt we are all really hyped about this show, especially after the success of The Mandalorian Season 2 and the possibilities that have come out from it, leaving us with an end credit scene of Boba Fett storming Jabba's palace and killing Bib Fortuna has left us all wondering what the plot of the Book of Boba Fett could be. It has been speculated that as Boba Fett has taken up the seat of the criminal empire, he is trying to fill in the power vacuum left by Jabba the Hutt following his death in Return of the Jedi. It could also be the case that the show takes us down a path of revenge, seeking to right what Boba has seen were wrongs. It could very well be the case that Boba ends up going after the people who have done him wrong, whether that is Luke Skywalker or Han Solo, or Boba could go after the one person he has sworn eternal vengeance on, Mace Windu himself. On top of all this, fans are still not sure how this will or might tie in with the rest of the Mandalorian series. Whatever the plot is going to be, I think we as Star Wars fans are promised that this is going to be a really wild ride. But here's something that we do know. Star Wars Net has reported that it has received inside details of a very exciting scene set in the Book of Boba Fett. The source describes a scene from the show whereby Boba Fett encounters and potentially even tames and controls a Rancor. It's not confirmed whether Boba Fett is fighting or taming the beast, or maybe even both. But what is clear is that Boba Fett will be standing on the back of the Rancor almost as if he is riding or controlling it. The scene shows Boba Fett on top of a Rancor tearing across a city street or complex of some kind. Based on the description, it does appear that this area just might be Tatooine itself. According to Star Wars Net, a separate source actually confirmed the existence of this scene in the series. Based on the details provided, the Rancor is wearing a huge armor chestplate and wrist guards. It's also described that the Rancor has a lighter complexion than that of Patissa. For those unfamiliar, Patissa is the Rancor that was killed by Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. The Rancor in question has more of a sandy color, so it's unlikely that this is the same Rancor. However, there just might be some links to another Rancor, a Rancor that we see in the Bad Batch who was also given to Bib Fortuna. So in terms of timing and location, there is definitely a possibility there. But you might be asking, wait, is it even possible to ride a Rancor? In Star Wars canon, we have definitely seen this happen. In the book Star Wars The Dark Side, it mentions a symbiotic relationship between the Night Sisters and the Rancors, using this alliance to drive out colonizers on Dathomir. In the most recent canon releases, the High Republic has featured Rancor riding very heavily, going as far as to illustrate how the Hutt cartel makes use of these powerful beasts to exert their influence across the Outer Rim. Not to mention, we also have a few moments whereby the Jedi ride these beasts themselves, after forging an alliance with the Hutt to beat back the Drengir menace. So the fact that the Gamorreans themselves are able to ride Rancors, and given that the fact that Jabba loves Rancors so much and is likely to have more than one lying around, it would not be so far-fetched to see the notorious bounty hunter turned crime lord riding one himself. It would certainly be a statement of power and intent to any other criminal organizations that might stand in his way. Not to mention, a showdown between Boba Fett and a Rancor is likely to be a reference to an old Star Wars game by the name of Star Wars Demolition. Released on PlayStation and Dreamcast back in 2000, the game was intended to give a simulated battle between random figures, creatures, and vehicles in Star Wars. The game was very much inspired by vehicular combat games, and so featured popular iconic vehicles such as swoop bikes and snow speeders. But it's a bit of a weird game given that there were not many vehicles to choose from to begin with, and there was also an option to choose Boba Fett, who really isn't a vehicle at all. The game is set in a tournament organized by Jabba the Hutt, and so players could literally pitch Boba Fett against a Rancor. So hey, maybe this just might be a way of paying homage to that weird combination of a game. So let me know what you think about this spoiler from the Book of Boba Fett. I sure am super excited to see where the show takes it, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.